No, 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 no.
Here's the drive.
Está puesto. Papi, eso juega, aunque está yendo a ella, pero juega.
Murray's got 9.
I think
Está
Murray's
puesto,
toughness
Lambevito.
gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
Cunningham for 3. It's hauled in by Watson. Pass to Westbrook. And he uses the glass on the lane. It's all knotted up.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 8. Harris, right side. To Cunningham. The Pistons rebound.
And the great shooters know
Beauty free
got
red.
it up.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Now, here's Cunningham. Back to Harris. Over in the corner, Cunningham. 5 to shoot.
Ya, pues, la tiré bien.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Beasley. No good from outside.
Ya,
The 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
no, porque no, esto es friendly, como que hay más delay aquí.
The Nuggets on top.
Che, y el por poco me ganan, cabrón, loquito ahí.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
A shake. And it's Westbrook missing. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 2.
Está bien fair el Daniel, cabrón.
The Pistons have just 2
Hay que tirar
playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept.
Berilelli lo que estoy tirando yo.
They haven't won a playoff game since 2008, and with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Shot on the wing. And it's Schroeder missing.
That wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Holland. The big dunk at the end of the break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a
Pero
free
Jesus se
run.
pinta como si no
Oh,
jugara.
you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like
Pero
that
él te gana,
really does
te gana.
sting. I'll tell you that much.
And the explosiveness, incredible. I mean, Westbrook just taking off like a rocket towards the rim on these drives.
Back to Schroeder. Pass to Beasley. From downtown. And it's Denver with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Westbrook. He takes it in. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. Maybe a three-point play. It's on Ron Holland.
And the defense should know Westbrook will not back down. He goes right into the defender and gets a chance for an and one.
Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Fontecchio. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Fontecchio's got 6. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance between confidence and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also expectations. So if they're trying to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
The Nuggets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Pass to Stewart. That 3 off the mark. Denver leading by 4. Here's Murray. It's stolen by Schroeder. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Pistons shooting their first free throw this game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Denver making a switch here. Pistons trailed by 3. Beasley outside. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Fontecchio. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
El italiano.
He's got 8.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Stan, you just said this. One thing about Fontecchio, he can flat out score the ball. Wow.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really a consistent shooter, but he can score in other ways as well. You'd like to see him get to the free throw line more, but that might just be a little nitpicking.
Deep 2 from Murray. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A different look here for Detroit. Cunningham outside. Stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Westbrook. There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Clock at 6. Some solid defense from Harris.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Fires for 3. And Brown pulls it down. Denver in the lead. In the corner, Murray with it. To the middle. Changes up. Detroit with the rebound. Here's Thompson.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And there's the whistle. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 1. Lets it go from deep. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Murray, no good. The Pistons on offense. Bounce pass from Cunningham. Thompson outside. There's the triple. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A second chance effort. 4 on the clock. Here's Harris. Jokic for 3, Murray. And that'll do it for the first half of the competitive game so far. Nuggets lead by 1.
Se salieron del live, uno se salió.
Time to get the third quarter underway.
Se salió.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. So it's Denver now. They lead by 1. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Jokic, no good. The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Outside Hardaway. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's stolen by Duren. Here's Cunningham. He's got 11. Hardaway for 3. It's held in by Jokic.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
The kick out to Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to Duren. Back to Cunningham. Over Porter. Cunningham's shot is off. The Nuggets trail. The amazing Nikola Jokic. Stan, how fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand. Constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure. Gordon a screen to end the cold streak. Gordon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Jokic to the rack.
coming. It's Joker time as Jokic shaking the arena with that slam.
Pass to Stewart. Off target with his three. The Nuggets trailed by 3. For 3, Murray. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Murray's got 15 points.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself going.
Now, Fontecchio. And here's Stewart. Jokic defending. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Now here's Murray. He's got 15. For the lead. Rebound, Detroit. And here's Schroeder. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. With the drive. Beasley with a clean look. Knocks down the 3 ball. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now Murray. Here's the screen. There's Porter with the 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Beasley for 3. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Pistons on top. By 3. And we're and it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Pistons leading by 3. Schroeder with the ball. Here he goes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Outside Westbrook. Teardrop shot. And it's good on the layup.
Masterful touch there on the floater. Westbrook is so tricky with it. A difficult cover for the defense.
Kicks it out to Beasley. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 3. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Murray. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jalen Duren.
And they can't be happy they fouled Murray there in the ag. Jamal is lights out at the line.
And you know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised. Nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. Cunningham up top. And Cunningham with the slam.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot. And boy, is he producing.
Harris, right side. Harris draws the double. Cunningham for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Cunningham's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons. Here's Westbrook. And it's blocked. And even 3-on-3 break. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Doubled by Murray. Cunningham for 3. Outside Hardaway. Another shot. And Westbrook pulls it down. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. On the wing, Thompson. Driving inside. Jokic grabs the miss. For 3, Murray makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Hardaway for 3. And Duren is right there. And it's an 11-point Piston lead.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Murray. Pass to Brown. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Pass to Brown. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here's Cunningham. Beasley right side. Harris with it. Cunningham on the wing. The 3-pointer no good.
there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Pistons.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Cade Cunningham.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Now, here's Cunningham. Hardaway from outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Dale, Alex GD, vamos a jugar. Añádeme. Mira mi nombre ahí, Suri _LL. Ajá.
Kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
16 seconds left in the game. Cunningham comes up empty down low. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
And so the Pistons take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony.
Everything I've done, I'm glad I'm still alive. Tell me, what do you like? I like many things, I like many things. I got amenities, so pick out what you like on the television screen.
Papi, alguien que me gane en tu gay le doy 100. Estoy apostando 100 pesos contra quien sea en tu gay, 100 pesos. Era el que me añadió, vamos a jugar o qué. Lo añadí ahí. Te la mandé, dale. Espera, ya yo me he acostado ahora, ¿viste? Espera, no. Con un random, con un chamaco aquí que está en el live de YouTube.
Yo me voy, mamá.
Dale, papi. No sé, es que no, pero no me sale el nombre de él. Vamos a ver el chamaco que iba a invitarlo. Esto offline.
Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me not regret. I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why
Me invitó a ver que esto offline.
I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. Tell them no fear, two-faced expression.
Pero... dale, está aquí ya. Vamos con la Lakers. Eso como que sí, quiere que yo juegue con puta. Ay, espérate, voy a hacer eso mismo, esta cosa. Chiquitita, yo te quiero romper.
El mejor equipo que te gusta, Uri.
¿Qué? Es que no, ese, ok, sí está bueno, pero nunca lo he usado. Nunca lo he usado.
¿Cuál es el mejor equipo que te gusta?
Es que, no sé. Es que yo siempre juego equipos sin online, equipos de Tier 3 que son Chicago y todo, y San Antonio. No, porque te dan más puntitos con ellos. No, porque como son equipos peores, te dan, como son más bajitos, pues te dan más puntitos.
Celtics passing it around. Pick by Horford. Now here's Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Porzingis. Holmgren with the steal. And they're on the break.
¿Cómo se lleva este cabrón? Sí, saca a Derrick White para el banco.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams and his shooting has got to be his biggest threat.
Great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted.
Diablo, cabrón, está bien rápido pegarle a un Holiday.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes
Diablo,
the
yo creo que fue que está
turnover
con
more
Chet.
painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your head.
Cabrón,
Let's get
ese cabrón
refocused
de
and
Chay
play
está
with more
bien duro.
patience.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around.
Está bien duro el Chay.
Range.
Al 98 verón, cabrón, una loquera.
Shot selection. Fantastic at
98, cabrón.
Off the catch.
Yo creo que era el parte la misma. Yo creo que hay otro 98, no sé quién es.
Back to Caruso.
¿Verdad? Sí, yo quise 98.
Pulls it from the elbow. Again, the
Hay una falta de
thunderstorm.
respeto.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
In the
Diablo,
corner.
sí, cabrón. Yo estoy... Eso no sé, bien, cabrón. Ahora
And
mira
now to
cómo va
turn to
con
our
Chay.
sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. He knows how much.
Hombre, va.
Jason Tatum can impact a game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Caruso defendiendo a todo el mundo.
Austin needs to get off his shot.
Caruso, cabrón, papi, está aquí, para allá,
This is
para
a
allá,
spot he
para
has
acá.
got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Doors some great
Diablo,
shooters
cabrón,
on this
grande Caruso como
Boston
ves
team,
ahora,
but at
cabrón.
times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They
Es que
do a great job of that.
cabrón, me raspé el codo. Papi, yo sé que mañana voy a tener un boletón en ese muslo,
Following the
cabrón.
bucket by the Celtics.
Cabrón, mira cómo ese cabrón la mete con Chai, cabrón.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
And the call is
Ahí,
good.
cabrón, pero eso no es ilegal,
It is an
cabrón.
illegal screen.
Cabrón, tengo que parar el hijo de puta Chai.
That is questionable. It creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many
¿Qué
rules that
dijiste?
favor the offense these days. You've got to be
Sí, de
able
Puerto
to
Rico,
rule
Puerto
things
Rico.
out when an illegal screen is set.
And a new group in here for the Thunder.
Substitution on this one.
Oklahoma
Vamos a dame tu
City
cerebro.
by 4.
RB.
Pass to Williams. Porzingis with the steal.
Espera, y tú solo metes a Jaylin la va a pirar.
1:12 left
¿Qué,
in
qué?
the first. Screen by
Que no
Porzingis.
escuché, ¿no?
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yo
Well,
creo que
we
si se lo
know
da a
that
Jaylin,
Kristaps
pero
Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
Here's Joe.
Hacho, Jaylin está... se le da.
Over Holiday. Here's Hartenstein. Pass to
Yo
Joe.
sé que está fea, creo que yo.
Here's Porzingis with fast break chance.
Se cojo yo a Jaylin, cabrón.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end to end,
Dale,
does it
bimbo,
under control, right?
bombo.
This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
No, no es tan bueno, pero sí,
Here's
como
Joe.
que para atacar. ¡Ah!
Back to Williams.
Ese es el Duke Dennis blanco.
Here's
Ese
Joe.
era
Guarded by Holiday.
White Duke Dennis.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Cabrón, no, pero tú tienes un pavo así de ley y cabrón, me cogen a mí las neuronas del cerebro.
How about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Both
A ver,
good
el
from the line
banco,
that
como que
time.
está. Ya lo cabrón, todos son blancos. Ah, no, bueno, el power forward. Así que entonces el banco mío era blanco.
Craig sets a screen. Here he goes. There's the three. A three-pointer is
Y
right
el
on
Pritchard.
target.
Cabrón, está metiendo dique 40 a veces por no.
Joe with it. Fires the three.
Hacho, no, cabrón, este cabrón como la mete. Coño.
Joe's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye.
Sí,
Both teams
está
working.
está bueno como...
Well, that
Con un jugador
three-point
demasiado en
shot
parte.
just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
¿Qué?
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So it's the Celtics now. After the miss from Chet Holmgren. A wide open look here for Craig. Trains the three-pointer. Craig's got the lead up to 1 now for the
Ay,
Celtics.
cabrón. Pritchard no puede el día de Shai ningún día a la semana. Ay, cabrón. No sé.
Boy, that SGA dunk was right out of the highlight reel. Woo!
Ay, te estoy esperando. Quiere darle.
Driving to the basket. Pass to Craig. Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
3 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now,
Claro, 5 personas viendo, cabrón, papi. Esto es un logro para mí, ¿oíste? Después de que está todo el mundo aburrido hasta ahora, ¿oíste? Yo creo que sí. Bueno, una vez que llegaron como 10, pero eran 10 del pack.
We're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Puts it up from 12. Here's Holmgren.
No, cabrón, no, cabrón. Eso sí que no lo permito, cabrón. Wow. Estoy ahí parado.
They set the pick. It's White on the wing. Pass to Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Bucket is good.
Yeah. Sí que se les da, pero dándole par de tiritos que
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Craig down low. 5 to shoot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. When a team doors is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know
sentadito en esa silla.
Inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your
No, cabrón, no, cabrón, no, cabrón, no.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Inside.
Mira, cabrón, como la
steal. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries the corner three. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points. Pass to Hauser. With the drive. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent. They have not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Mira, cabrón, otro fallo, dale.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Here's Horford, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, that little bit of contact will not be enough to impede Al Horford just powering his way through.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Brown. .104 left in the first half of the game. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
58 seconds left in the first half. 2 on the clock. Brown.
Ya lo cabrón, cabrón, cabrón.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
No, papi, este tipo tiene eso bien medido, ¿viste?
Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Pass to Horford. The kick out to Holiday. From the arc. Out to the wing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3".
Que no switchó nunca, cabrón. Porzingis le dio los cones de no guardiar, de lo quería guardiar a él.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2
Wow.
points.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
And we have an intentional
Sí, están en bono. Vete pa'l carajo.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea
Era no
what
para
got
ir
into
libre.
his head right there.
And the
Sí,
first
ya
one.
le vale punto.
He's off on the second. Here's Brown. That one good for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Esta es la tú crees que si no llega a la final, tú crees NBA.
He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close in the game it's been so far. The Thunder with the lead. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Pass to Tatum for the lead. Inside Tatum.
Now, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
No, cabrón. No, esa mierda está bien dura.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Left side, Horford. Pocket 6.
Espera, este dio 15 vueltas.
There's the triple.
Dio 15 vueltas al Horford.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Cabrón, está saliendo bien cómodo como si fuera centro.
The kick out to Williams. Stolen by Holiday. Tatum with it. Dort covering. .90 seconds now into the second half. And here's Tatum for 3.
Hacho, le falta el respeto aquí, cabrón, a los jugadores. Eso de que J-Top cayendo a Horford, cabrón. Ahí triple con Tatum, eso no me dice triple.
Now it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get ahead of it.
Back to Horford.
Mira, cabrón, ni subió la mano y me paró.
Deflects the pass. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Brown.
No, ya veo.
Russo with the steal.
Y el idea haciendo el steal. Me enterró. Ahí está.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
Pass to Tatum.
No, tú no lo quieras. No, ya.
And here comes the break. It's stolen by Brown. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Well, Jason Tatum worked hard, being comfortable in tight windows off the dribble drive. That was a nice-looking move.
Holmgren in the corner. Now Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Ay,
Those plays
cabrón.
can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going
Claro,
for it,
porque-
not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction.
Y ahorita
No
saliendo
matter
del
what
centro,
they've
¿qué pasa
tried,
ahí?
the D just has not been able to
Todo
deny them
sempre.
the ball inside.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Here's Pritchard. Pass to White.
Que va a estar yendo a
Frank
ella.
sets a screen. Here's Cornette. Shot clock at 5. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Thunder lead by 4. Takes the 3. Wallace misses.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Williams in the post. Intercepted. White looking around. Down low. Cornette.
Cabrón, mira eso, fue una huira solo, maricón, una huira solo, maricón, una huira solo, maricón, una huira solo, por 0-3.
You're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Thunder lead.
Hacho, 7 algo, 7-1, yo no sé, 7-10. Cabrón.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Celtics trail by 4. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Holiday. And there's the drive. The kick out to Tatum. 4 on the clock. Over to the wing. A 3-ball. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Thunder leading by 4. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away.
Ah, cabrón, jodí la defensa. Espérate.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. If that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. And here's Tatum for 3. buries it from three-point range.
Well, the high-value corner three-point shot. Jason Tatum makes it easy money right there.
Over in the corner, Williams. And here is Holmgren. And he nails
Y esa mierda bien dura, ¿viste?
And the Thunder lead
El
by
step
3.
back.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Left side, Horford. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Over in the corner, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires it up. And it
No, Omi, cabrón. Mira eso, Omi.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
No sé cómo para esa mierda, ¿viste?
Pass to Holmgren. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
To the middle. Here's Horford. Shoots over Dort. Back to Horford. The kick out to Tatum. Into the lane. Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Jason Tatum under duress of the shot clock. Big moment, no problem.
To the paint. Holmgren.
And
a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one
La
goes in.
chipapa, no me gusta.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Porzingis inside. Up and in on the layup.
Wow, Porzingis, no hesitation in the balance of the game. He delivers.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries it from 19.
Diablo,
And again, it's
cabrón, no
Oklahoma
sabe
City.
qué tira. No, diablo, cabrón.
Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big time clutch
Se me dio
delivery.
cuando no vaya.
Picked by Williams. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics trailed by 5. Tatum on the wing. .104 left here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Brown.
Well, if you're going to be
Yo
a
pues
franchise
3 por
guy,
40.
you've got to want the ball in these clutch moments. Jaylen Brown doing work.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
A swat by Porzingis. That wingspan letting you know he's in the house.
To Holiday to tie it up. Money! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. It's off. Down with it. Here's Tatum. And regulation now complete. We will go overtime.
Mira eso.
2K Sports. We'll be back here at...
No, cabrón, el buzzer beater, el cabrón tiré tarde. Cabrón, no se tiró a
enough to
uno.
decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Diablo, cabrón.
Now, Gilgeous Alexander.
Ay,
And
ay,
the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Horford in the post. Banked in off the glass. Horford's got the game tied up here for Boston.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And Mark Daigneault calls
Que me hay ahora,
timeout.
¿viste?
He knows every possession is critical now.
Se la gallé bien,
And
cabrón.
Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball here.
Pero tenía que pedir timeout, ¿viste? Papaya.
Pass to Holmgren. Screen by Hartenstein. Another shot. They shoot again. And it's good on the layup.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
To the left wing. Left side, Horford. Here's Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Porzingis with the block. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
Papaya, papaya.
On the wing, Gilgeous Alexander. To the wing on the left. Stolen by Holiday. Drives to the hoop. And
Oh, y a
unable to get that one to go.
Mira, chaval, cabrón, galea para atrás que llega y no habla.
Gilgeous Alexander.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. From 16 feet
No,
away.
ese movimiento
Holmgren's
está bien
4 points
duro.
now in the quarter.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Back to Horford to take the lead. Hands the three.
Oh, you have to love Al Horford, prepared to deliver in the important moments.
Left side, Brown. Here's the drive. And he slams it down right on top of Chet Holmgren.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments.
Está perdiendo por 2. Aquí el triple, aquí por 1.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Rebound, Boston. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Pero bueno, me pusiste a sudar.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he
Ay, cabrón, que va a acabar esta mierda.
That misses.
And looking
Ahí
for
el tiro libre con 6. Ahora sí va a acabar.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Cabrón, Tatum no mete tiro libre.
just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's good.
Diablo,
2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Number 9, Derek White.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Nice D from Porzingis. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases
Hacho, sí,
their
son
lead
las
to
3 de la
6.
mañana, voy a dormir, tengo un sueño, mañana tengo que madrugar.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Sí, papi, placer, cualquier cosa te veo por ahí, vamos a jugar y eso.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Voy a aprender ese movimiento que me está haciendo ahí. Lo voy a buscar por ahí.
And that's an intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still
Es con la palanca, ¿verdad?
but I think it's too little, too late.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Kristaps Porzingis.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game.
Clutch,
No te vayas, cabrón.
there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Dale, buen juego, mi loco.
So we see Boston get the win here.